What's up, guys? It's Gio, and welcome back to our PokeBattle Saturdays, where every Saturday I come on here to PokeBattle, and I ladder for about 30 minutes. So let's quickly jump into what team we have to start off this week. We are going to be using a Trick Room team made by Smogon user Alex Wolf that he RMT'd, and I really liked. I was reading it earlier today, and you know, I thought it seemed cool. I've never played Trick Room before. I've played 2 matches ever with it, and they were just before I started recording. I lost the first one 1-0, and I beat Baton Pass with the second one with Crawdon. So anyway, let's jump into the team real quick, and what we are going to be working with this week, the first of which is a Mental Herb Diancie, with Trick Room, Diamondstorm, Explosion, and Stealth Rock. We also have Crawdon here, nicknamed What Counter, with Crabhammer, Knockoff, Swords Dance, and Aqua Jet. We also have Victini, who's a really cool Trick Room Pokemon because it can effectively utilize V-Create to drop its speed every time it hits with a 140 base power stab, and like out-slow things, therefore outspeeding them in Trick Room. With Trick Room, V-Create, Bolt Strike, and Final Gambit to hit T-Tar, which the team kind of struggles with sometimes. And then we also have Cresselia, who has a Mental Herb, nicknamed Weed'em Boys, with a Trick Room, Lunar Dance, Psychic, and Ice Beam. We also have our Moxie, not our Moxie Heracross, our Guts Heracross right here, which is actually our Mega Heracross, Close Combat, Pin Missile, Bullet Seed, and Rock Blast. And last but not least, we have Spook the Coffagrigus with Trick Room, Nasty Plot, Shadow Ball, and Will-O-Wisp. I'm in a super good mood. It's Friday, after school. I get to record all this weekend, and Victini's name is a little bit too long, so good job. About a week ago. So we're going to save that, and then we're going to grab a match. Wow, okay, so it's still too long. We're just going to say a week ago. There we go. Then it will definitely be shorter. We can go ahead and grab the first match right here. And look at how professional I am. I'm moving this across the screen right now, and because I just want to put it on the other side. So it's a little bit easier to see for me, and I don't have as much stuff on that side of the screen. I just want to make sure my mic is picking up all my sound okay. And while we are waiting for a battle, I want to talk about Trick Room. Trick Room would be really cool if it got a buff in Gen 6, or no, Gen 7, I guess, because there needs to be an item that makes it longer than 5 turns. There really needs to be. But anyway, looking at this guy's team, he's using Blaziken, he's using Amoonguss, Lando T, Coffagrigus, Gyarados, and Shotot. I'm gonna take a sip of my Sprite right here, because Sprite is good. I'm gonna lead Diancie because Diancie is a pretty good lead in any scenarios. He leads Shotot, my least favorite thing on this planet. I'm gonna go ahead and get up Rocks. Wow, he just goes straight away for the Boom Burst. Let's see. Now I'm gonna go for a Diamond Storm. As he ends up, wow, okay, so this is obnoxious. I'm going to go ahead and switch out to another Trick Room setter right here, being Coffagrigus. Hopefully eat up this hit, as he ends up going for a Nasty Plot. I'm just going to Trick Room on him, because I don't really care, as he goes for a Shatter, or a Chatter, my bad. Can't speak English. And I'm going to go ahead and go for, I'm going to go ahead and Willow him, because, I don't really have a lot of switch-ins for Shotot. I'm going to go out in a Diancie right here, because Diancie can hit him with a Diamond Storm if it doesn't get confused. Hopefully it doesn't. It would really stink if Senior Shotot, wow, I didn't mean to click that. Good job. So I end up breaking through the confusion and hitting him with that. And Yum is doing okay right now. We set up Trick Room on... We actually set up Trick Room on turn 4, so we get it till turn 9. I'm going to go ahead and Diamond Storm again, as I hurt myself in confusion. And, come on, Diancie, pull through. Pull through, Diancie. Okay, there we go. It's actually going to work out nice, because I can explode versus any one of his things, bar Coffagrigus, and get a safe switch in to whatever... Trick Roomer can help me out the most, and Trick Room actually does a lot of work versus this guy's team. Amoonguss gives the team problems. Cresselia kind of has to be here, and I have to sack something else to sleep as he goes into his Lando T right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the Explosion. Like, maybe he doesn't. Okay, he just goes for the Earthquake and takes me out, which is fine. I'm gonna go into Cresselia right here, because Cresselia actually is a really good matchup versus Lando. I'm just going to go straight away for the Ice Beam, as he ends up going for a U-turn, so I will actually reveal my Ice Beam right here. And, just a little unfortunate. But I'm just going to go ahead and Trick Room right here. Then, subsequently go out into... Okay, so he's just going to go for the Shadow Balls, right? I think I'm going to go out into Crawdaunt right here. Actually, I'm going to go out into E. Okay, I'm going to go out into Crawdaunt as he goes for Shadow Ball. Do I min speed him right here? That is the question. Let's see. Crawdaunt hits a min speed of 138, while Cofagrigus say hi to YouTube. So Cofagrigus hits a Cofagrigus. I don't know what Cofagrigus hits. It looks like it's going to be lower. So I'm actually going to go into Victini right here as a lure for the Wisp, and then I'm going to go straight away for a V-Create, because it should hit this Cofagrigus for pretty good damage, and generally decimate pretty much anything. So we end up eating that up, and we will actually be a little bit slower now, and I apologize if I don't sound like super hyped up during this recording. I'm just like kind of unfamiliar with playing Trick Room, so I'm just kind of learning on the fly. He ends up knocking me out as I do not end up min speeding him, which is a little bit disappointing. But I guess, you know, that stinks. That actually really stinks. I'm gonna go ahead and go out into Crawdaunt right here, and it looks like I'm gonna go ahead and drop this match because, like, I don't think I have a whole lot of chance to win. Heracross actually puts in a lot of work versus his remaining Pokemon, as long as I weaken Amoonguss with Cresselia. But okay, wow, I actually outsped him, so that would have been cool. That would have been cool to leave my Crawdaunt in there. Maybe he's speed creeping a little bit. I have no idea. However, we can see what he decides to go into next right here. I'm assuming it's going to be his Amoonguss. Amoonguss actually causes a little... Okay, he just ends up going into Blaziken. I mean, if you want, I'm just going to go for a Crabhammer. Have the Twisted Dimensions... Okay, the Twisted Dimensions have already returned to normal, which is why I outsped him, which is cool. I'm going to go straight away for an Aqua Jet, though, as that actually nearly knocks him out, and please be Life Orb. Okay, he's not Life Orb. This is bad. I'm going to go into Cofagrigus right here, and I'm going to pray that I can live a hit, and I'm going to go straight away for the Trick Room. I believe I have some defense investment, and I'm already pretty bulky on... Okay, he crit me. So, that is probably going to end up being the match. Unless, yeah, crit did matter, Bash knows, but, you know, it's whatever. Like, I probably wasn't going to win that match anyway. As I said, it would have taken a lot for me to come back and win that game with Mega Heracross, so, but it's all good. Wow, I actually lived. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and, Psychic this Blaziken, get it out of here. Gyarados will pretty much clean up at this point, because Lando can come in and intimidate me, and I actually don't have Sword Stance on this, which I may end up replacing Sword Stance for Bullet Seed, just because Bullet Seed isn't super useful unless you're facing like a super big ground type, or not really a ground type even, but just a water type. And most pure water still don't appreciate a hit from Cresselia. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go straight away for the Lunar Dance right here, because as I am anticipating him to Mega Evolve, and when he Mega Evolves, I think he's going to go ahead and try to attack me, hit me with the Earthquake. But it's not going to matter, as I just end up Lunar Dancing out. He ends up going for the Earthquake. I get to go into Heracross, and I get to go straight away for Bullet Seed, which may actually come in handy here, because it's going to do massive damage to whatever he decides to switch in right here. My main concern is knocking out this Gyarados and knocking out this Lando. And let's see. Okay, so I set up Trick Room on turn 20. So I have 2 more turns to do that, which I unfortunately don't think will happen. I may be able to bulk out a hit versus Gyarados, but you know, I doubt it'll. Well, actually, he can just win the game by coming in and sporing right here, because I don't think I can outspeed him. Oh, he ends up going into Lando. Okay, I'm gonna go straight away for the Bullet Seed right here. Hopefully he stays in and I get some crits, because that would be amazing. Because this will actually work out really well for me if this happens, because I don't think his Amoonguss can do a whole lot to hurt me. Heracross is actually pretty bulky. 3, 4, 5. I tanked the Earthquake. Alright, but the Twisted Dimensions return to normal. He's not really going to be able to do a whole lot to me right now, so I'm not really fearing that. My main concern is being able to take out this Amoonguss, because I don't think I can OHKO it. But he ends up just going for the knockoff for whatever reason, hoping it would do more damage, but it does not. And I think my best play is to go for a Pin Missile right here, because Pin Missile will do like 50 some odd % to this thing. And hopefully I get an early wake up, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that did like 50 some %. As he ends up going for the Sludge Bomb. He could have won the game there if he had gone for the Spore. But you know, that's just the way that the cookie crumbles sometimes. We end up taking out that Amoonguss right there, which is actually pretty cool, meaning we get a win with Trick Room. And we're going to go ahead and grab another match. And we will see. Okay, we end up hitting Ampharos. Good luck, have fun, man. So, looking at his team, our teams are actually polar opposites of each other. He ends up leading Deoxys. I'm going to go ahead and Trick Room turn 1 because I'm anticipating the taunt. But I get the Mental Herb to come back to my senses. I get to go straight away for an Explosion to get one of my Mons in right now. As he ends up getting up his Rocks, which is fine by me. Because I get to go out into Zekrodont. And I'm going to go straight away for a Crab Hammer because I don't think I lose anything by it. I wasn't really fearing him switching into his... Like, I wasn't really fearing him to switch into this. He ends up just Mega Evolving. Wow, I miss. Okay. So I get another chance to go for Crab Hammer right here. And I end up hitting, and I just take out his Mega Pinsir. So Crawdon did some good work right there. And now I get... How does that even kill? Like, Ampharos knows what's up. Alright, I'm going to go into my Cresselia right here as he ends up going into Gengar. If he taunts again, I'm going to laugh because I have the counter. I have double Mental Herb, and I'm going to go out into... I don't think he's going to Willow. I'm going to go out into Heracross right here as he ends up going for Hex, and I'm going to go straight away for a Rock Blast. And I end up missing my Rock Blast. So things are just going so right for me right now. Like, I'm pretty sure that would have killed because that did more than 50%. But it's a little unfortunate it didn't happen, but I can't really do anything about it, which is the unfortunate part. I'm just going to go straight away for a Shadow Ball right here as I end up taking him out. And Twisted Dimension return to normal, which is fine. I can go ahead and go for a Will-O-Wisp if he sends... Okay, he just goes into Magnet Zone. I'm going to Trick Room again as he ends up going for a T-Bolt, doing a lot of damage. And now I'm going to... Okay, what? Victini is definitely my win condition. I'm going to go ahead and go for a Shadow Ball as he goes out into this. And I do a lot of damage. He's probably just sacking it to get rid of Trick Room because he knows that he can beat me with Bisharp at some point. Just going to go for a Shadow Ball though. He ends up going for a T-Bolt. And I can go out into Victini right here. And I can go straight away for the V-Create. Because this will actually help me a lot. I think the Twisted Dimensions return to normal right there, which actually really stinks. I'm going to go straight away for a Final Gambit as he ends up just going for the knockoff and being able to take me out. So that is going to be the game. Good game, Ampharos. That was, like, this is one reason why this team is just really fun to use. But, so he's just going to be able to knock me out. So, as I said, very good game. And I really got a cough, so I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to mute my mic while we find another match real quick. Alright, we got a match versus Gigi. We're going to lead Deoncé, however you prefer to pronounce it, and he leads Empoleon. I'm just going to go turn 1, get out my rocks. Never mind, that's Specs. That is Specs indeed, people. I think right here I'm going to go out into my Crawdon, and... What? Okay, I'm going to go for a knockoff. Never mind, he wasn't even Specs. Oh my god. That's just offensive Empoleon, I guess. But we are able to take out that real quick, and he goes into this, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce, and I'm going to go into Cresselia, because while Cresselia doesn't necessarily have a great matchup versus this thing if it's Mega, he ends up just D-dancing up. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Trick Room, and then I'm going to Lunar Dance out into something as I get a free switch, and I think what I'm going to go out into is going to be my Heracross, because Heracross does a lot of work under Trick Room. I contemplating replacing it with Mega Ampharos, because Mega Ampharos is amazing. And, okay, he ends up Megaing as well, so he's going to be able to take me out with this next attack right here. Oh, wow, he's not even able to take me out. I'm going to go straight away for a Bullet Seed then, just because I don't want the defense drops. 4, 5, look at that, that's so garbage. I'm going to go ahead and go for the close combat right here, just because I lose nothing by it. He sacks a Pokemon to Heracross And it's unfortunate it had to go down right there. But I can just go back out into Kaboom right now to take on pretty much whatever he wants to go out into, bar yeah, I was gonna say bar this. So he goes out into Wu-Tang Sword, and I'm just gonna go straight away for a Trick Room. So he ends up subbing up, which actually really stinks. I'm just gonna leave this thing in as a dedicated way to break the subs of Aegislash, because Aegislash is actually really obnoxious to this team. Oh. Sorry. Me trying to talk and type at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and, as I said, I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Shadow Ball right here because I just don't want to switch anything else into this. That's about as clear as it gets. He ends up taking me out. But right here, I'm gonna predict him actually to Swords Dance or to King Shield. So I'm gonna SD up. Because I think this is sub-toxic Shadow Ball King Shield. But, this definitely is kind of a 50-50 right here, because I can't afford to get the drops, and he probably knows that. But he ends up subbing up, which is a really good play on his part. I'm just going to dance again, as he ends up going for the King Shield. And now a ton of his team gets hit by Aqua Jet. He ends up going for Toxic. I'm going to Swords Dance again, as he King Shields, and then I get to go for the best knockoff in the game and decimate something. He goes down to Mega Gyarados. That is not a switch in. What? Bro, don't even switch in on me. But he ends up cleaning up with whatever right here. So he ends up going for King Shields as I go for knockoff. He ends up knocking me out, which is cool. And I'm going to go straight away for the Trick Room because it's really my only chance of winning as he is able to take me out. So that is a very good game, Juji, and we're going to grab another match right here because we are 16 minutes in, and we're probably going to go until 30 minutes this week because I got some real life stuff to do this week and specifically tonight. So, yeah, I would love to sit here and record PokeBattle for like an hour, but I just don't really have the time, I guess, and I also got to get on to recording other things. Because I got to get Showdown recorded, I got to get the Let's Play parts recorded, and I got to get Create a Mega recorded. So anyway, I'm going to leave the NC versus this pretty offensively minded team, Genesect and Mega Gardevoir. I'm going to go ahead and get at my Rocks turn 1, because I didn't really fear anything that this Lando can throw at me. Wow, he actually did some damage right there. That is concerning, and I hit my mic. I apologize. I'm going to go out into my Cresselia right here because Cresselia will eat up this Earthquake and go straight away for the Trick Room. So he ends up going for the U-turn. So I learned from that last time that these Landos won't necessarily stay in. He goes out into Doublade, and I'm going to go out into my Crawdaunt right here expecting the Shadow Claws. He ends up going for a Swords Dance. I'm just going to go straight away for a knockoff. Wow, he min speeds me. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. Panic time. I'm going to go into Victini right here, and I'm going to go straight away for a V-Create, although I think he just sweeps me. Wow, okay, never mind. So, are you kidding me? I don't even knock him out? Oh my god. This is destruction right here. I'm going to go out into Diancie, and Shadow Sneak will be able to 2-hit KO me. I'm going to go for Diamond Storm. So, I was put in a very unfortunate situation versus this SD Doublade. I'm going to go out into Cofagrigus right here, and I'm going to go straight away for the Shadow Ball because I need this thing off the field. Shadow Sneak does, oh my god, it did 60%. Are you kidding me? That is an insane amount of damage to a Cofagrigus. But right here, I think that he is going to go into probably his Gardevoir to take this on. He ends up going to Orlando T. Alrighty, I'm cool. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Trick Room because I don't lose a whole lot by it. And then I can go straight away for a Nasty Plot as he ends up going for the Earthquake. He can't take me out. And I'll get some good damage off on this thing. And now I get to go into Victini one last time. And hopefully get off some good damage. Yeah, I'm just going to go into Victini. After a V-Create, I should min speed his entire team. Which will be really, really nice. But he ends up going into Hitmontop, which is not Tech Top, but wow, okay, never mind. He didn't do what I thought he would do. Right here, I'm going to go into my Cresselia, though. And I'm just going to go for the safe Psychic. If he wants to sack his Hitmontop, be my guest. He ends up going into Genesect. I should probably have predicted that. I'm going to go straight away for the Lunar Dance, or I'm going to go for the Trick Room right here. And he ends up going for the Flamethrower, which is amazing. I get the Lunar Dance right here, and hopefully I can start some sweeping. And actually, that worked out perfectly, because I get to go out and Guts Heracross right here, or my Heracross. And I'm going to go straight away for a Close Combat, because what wants to switch into this thing? I have till turn 21 to do some work. So I'm just going to go straight away for a Pin Missile, which will... Oof, that was actually close on whether or not I would have Vocoed. He ends up going into this thing. I'm going to go straight away for a Close Combat, as I am able to knock it out. So it's a matter of what Mew spread he's running. Are you... Oh my god. I need one more turn to Trick Room. So that's going to be a good game. Dang. I needed one more turn. And that's the... I think Trick Room would actually become a very, very popular playstyle if you had an ability or item that made it last 8 turns. Or even something like Drizzle, to where you could just bring it in. Because Rain is still actually pretty good. We may use it next week. Rain is actually really good, but... Or, like, the main reason that Rain is good is because you have something that can instantly, like, bring it in and summon it. I'm going to lead Diancie, though. We'll see what he leads with. If he leads Scissor, I'm in trouble. If he leads Skarm, I don't really fear it that much, because I'm just going to get up my Rocks. Rocks are actually pretty important for me this match. He ends up leading Skarmory. So here's my Rocks. This may be the, like, custom Skarm that I've seen, but he ends up going into Scissor right here. I'm going to go for a Trick Room. Am I going to be able to... Okay, I am not able to take a Bullet Punch. I should have probably expected that. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Will-O-Wisp straight away right here, because he has 4 physical attackers that I don't really like on his team. And I'm just going to go for the Nasty Plot. And then I'm going to go for the Trick Room. And this is kind of a huge setup right here. And now I get to click Shadow Ball. If T-Tar comes in, I burn it. Dragonite, I burn it. Greninja... we'll see how well it tanks a +2 Shadow Ball from Cofagrigus. Sylveon, I just Shadow Ball it. Did I set up a little too early? Probably. But it's Hyper Offense. You just click buttons and go. And he is like the one person running like Protean Greninja with Dark Pulse. I'm not a huge fan of Dark Pulse on Greninja because it doesn't actually hit a whole lot that your Water Stab doesn't. Unless you're really paranoid about Alakazam, but... I'm going to go straight away for a Shadow Ball right here. That actually gets off 40%, which is cool. Twisted Dimensions return to normal, which is fine, because I can go straight out into my Victini right here. I don't think he wants to stay in versus this, given that the fact that not a whole lot of his stabs hit my stuff. I'm going to go straight away for V-Create right here, though. Because I don't really mind going for V-Create and pounding something on the switch. If he sends in Dragonite, I'm just going to go for a Final Gambit. And that's the beauty of Final Gambit, is that you take out any one thing on your opponent's team. Okay, he still min-speeds me. I really don't understand. How does he still min-speed me? He ends up going out into a Scissor, and is just going to Bullet Punch me right here. So, yeah, it's a little frustrating, but, you know, it's okay. I'm going to go into Crawdaunt right here, and as you guys saw in the battle versus Ampharos, Crawdaunt destroys things. He ends up Bullet Punching, it will not be enough, and, so, we'll see what he decides to go into right here. I think I have a chance to win, just because, Dragonite does, if he's Ban Knight, I think he wins. Actually, I can still just clean up with Heracross. Okay. I'm going to go for a knockoff right here. And he was actually Weakness Policy. And Pikachu, if you're watching this video, Breloom really isn't a counter. Alright, hold up. Let me type this real quick. Alright, so I'm going to go straight away for a Crab Hammer right here. In before misses. It would actually really stink if I missed, or if he's like DD Megatar and he DDs and sweeps my entire team on the miss. Okay, Twisted Dimensions return to normal. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I'm going to go in Cress, and I'm going to go for a Trick Room. Hopefully he Dragon Dances. He ends up going for the Crunch. I can live it. I'm going to go for a Lunar Dance right here. And I will be able to secure the game right here by going into Mega Heracross and clicking Close Combat. So that is a very good game, and I am actually going to have to call this an episode right here. So if you guys did enjoy this Trick Room episode of PokeBattle Saturdays, please make sure to leave a like, as it really does help show support for the stuff that I'm doing here on the channel. Also, make sure to answer today's comment question of the day, which is, have you guys ever tried playing Trick Room? Would you guys enjoy playing Trick Room? Would you guys like to see more Trick Room on the channel? And with that, I urge you guys to subscribe if you guys are enjoying the constant content. And with that, I'll catch you on the flip-flop.